Imagine you're Napoleon Bonaparte facing a much larger Austrian and Russian army. Your enemies think you're overextended and vulnerable. So you play along. You make your right flank look incredibly weak, practically begging them to attack. They take the bait, abandoning the high ground to crush what they see as your weakest point. But it's a trap. The moment they commit, your hidden forces storm the now empty high ground, splitting their army in two and achieving one of the most brilliant victories in history. This is the essence of strategy, turning your opponent's strength and assumptions against them. This kind of thinking is at the heart of Robert Greene's The 33 Strategies of War. It's not just a book about military history. It's a practical guide to navigating the conflicts and competition we face every day, from the boardroom to personal relationships. Greene boils down thousands of years of strategic wisdom into a few main areas. There are three key takeaways we'll focus on. First, how to prepare your mind for battle by gaining clarity and focus. Second, how to conduct the fight using maneuver and deception. And third, how to win the long game by managing morale and resources. Let's start with the first idea, preparing your mind. Greene argues that most of us are constantly fighting pointless defensive battles. We react to emails, to office politics, to slight provocations. The first strategy is to declare war on your real enemies. This means defining your long-term goals with absolute clarity and identifying the true obstacles in your way. It's about creating an us versus them narrative, not to be negative, but to galvanize your energy and focus your efforts on what truly matters, ignoring the daily noise. You must know what war you are fighting before you can win it. Next is the art of maneuver and deception, which brings us back to Napoleon. A key insight here is the controlled chaos strategy. While your opponent wants clear lines in predictable battles, you want to create confusion. You hit them where they least expect it, you present false information, you feign weakness to draw them into traps. In a business negotiation, this might mean appearing to be focused on one minor clause, letting the other side feel like they've won on that point, while you quietly secure the much more important terms they've now overlooked. It's about controlling the flow of information and forcing your opponent to make mistakes based on a reality you have created for them. Finally, Greene emphasizes that wars aren't just won on the battlefield, they are won on the economic and moral fronts. This is the grand strategy. Don't just think about the next fight, think about the entire war. This means undermining your opponent's will to continue. In the corporate world, this isn't about a single product launch. It's about building a brand so strong that your competitors' morale plummets. It's about creating a company culture that attracts all the best talent, draining your rival's lifeblood. The goal is to make victory seem so inevitable for you and so costly for them that they effectively surrender before the final battle is even fought. So, the 33 Strategies of War teaches us to be proactive, not reactive. It's about seeing the world as a strategic landscape where you must define your goals, understand your opponent's psychology, and use clever, indirect tactics to win. The ultimate takeaway is to avoid fighting the last war. Don't use old tactics for new problems. Instead, be fluid, be adaptable. And as Greene writes, grand strategy is the art of looking beyond the present battle and calculating ahead. If you found these ideas compelling, you should definitely check out Robert Greene's other masterpiece, The 48 Laws of Power, or the ancient text that inspired so much of it, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Find more great summaries and reading guides at booksplat.com. Level up yourself today, 3 minutes at a time.